All right, so episode 11, we're going to talk about a few things in this video. We're going to talk about how to complete a rescue through the survivor mission in a 5+ zone. At the end, we're going to do a skirmisher edge review. We're going to compare skirmisher edge to the rescue trooper Ramirez, and we're going to create 2 loadouts for these characters. Then we're going to go and talk about some defender posts for this, and give you the entire episode 11 experience. We're now doing the main quest, Rescue the Survivors. We need to complete the Rescue Survivors mission in a 5+ zone. Should be pretty easy. We're going to press Y to play, and it'll pull us straight in. Looks like this is going to be a red mission, so spicy hard. We're on privacy private. That's good. We're going to be doing all of this solo, showing you guys how to do every single mission in the game without any help. Alright guys, so if you love what we're doing here, please use our supporter creator code. It helps us so much to be able to create this content and keep doing what we're doing here. So thank you so much, guys.
Stand by for an important weather alert. This zone is about to get clobbered by a monster squall. We've got 20 minutes to evacuate the survivors. Good luck.
Okay, so we are doing a Rescue the Survivors. We need to go and get some survivors, 6 survivor minimum, in order to complete the quest successfully. We're gonna have to make sure that we get a bunch of resources. Ammo is definitely an issue right now. We're going to use this axe that we got. Use whatever we got, right? We're actually out of ammo on our main gun. We don't really have time to craft because we got to protect this this van. Ooh, we got hurt bad. Oh, I'm down. Oh, that's not good. Alright, we're going to have to actually waste one of our revives. This is terrible. But we have 5 revives at low level. So low levels we have a lot of leeway. Okay, so I need to be... oh, jeez, I just broke it. Alright, fine then.
You're the best.
Okay, we got it. Okay, so we have 4 revives left. Now, normally on a mission, I would never do that. But this is Rescue Survivors. And I was poorly equipped. I did not have enough resources prepared. So you kind of have to do what you gotta do. Normally I would hit X and I would respawn back at the start, as opposed to wasting a revive. But I don't want to have any of the survivors die if I can help it. Because it's a main quest objective that is really what you want to save your revives for. Normally, you want to make sure you don't use your revives for anything except the most essential things. Like if you... Okay, see, we got a guy right here, so I need to stay away from there. We're going to go and make some bullets. We need to make sure that our weapons are prepped properly. I'm completely out of nuts and bolts now. This is going to take up all of my nuts and bolts. Going to put us at 1,034k. We are on a city map, so I can farm a bunch of cars. So we should be alright. I'm going to try to use what weapons I have here. I've got 1 melee weapon left. And then I'm going to be switching over to some other stuff.
Survivor in danger.
So I'm going to try to use this weapon up. And I'm going to try not to get hit. I'm going to need to use my heavy attack a little bit more. Just to make sure that I don't get hit. Unfortunately, these guys... Oh, wow. These guys are exploding death burst. That's why I was taking so much damage. Okay, so we got to stay away from these guys. So I'm going to actually stand back and shoot from afar. I just realized there's a storm effect causing the enemies to explode. So we're going to use our heavy attack here. It's a good way to... you can use energy. Like this. Boom, boom. Good. See? Uses up my energy in the top left. Pressing the heavy attack with the left trigger.
Saving lives.
It's a combo, right? It looks like this. That's what this particular sword does. Normal attacks just look like this. So the heavy attacks do a little bit more damage or do an added effect. and
Survivor in danger.
we're utilizing that to do a little bit of burst to take down the enemies without me actually getting targeted or hit. Okay, so we got to stay away from these guys. When you're using exploding death burst, exploding death burst only triggers off of normal husks. So these little guys, the normal guys, those are the guys that explode. You see, boom, like that. So when you're fighting big targets, I don't actually have to worry about getting hit by the exploding. So big target, I can switch to a sword. See, I staggered him. Oh. Okay, my sword's toast. So you use the heavy attacks to stagger and knock down and, you know, control bigger enemies. You can push them around and bully them.
Another one.
Not possible.
Okay, so we're gonna clean these guys out here, and then we're gonna go into farm mode, and I'm gonna focus on getting some nuts and bolts. Bullets are gonna be a definite issue for me. I'm gonna need a lot of firepower to fight these guys off, and if I actually run out of ammo at this point, I don't have any ability to replenish my stores. So, oh, we got a survivor here.
I'm under attack. Hurry! Got you something.
Try to utilize your abilities as much as you can.
I could really use some grenade.
The more you use your abilities, the less you actually have to use your bullets.
They're attacking. Please help.
Boom.
Husks, please help.
There we
No
go.
one's gonna believe this.
Life saved.
Rescued.
I need help.
Okay, so we've got a magnifying glass indicating that there is a med kit around here somewhere. So we're going to focus on the cars. And we're going to get as much nuts and bolts as we can while we are keeping an eye out for the med kit. We're going to kind of move around the inside of the circle. We'll stay within the circle. So we'll do two jobs at once. And there we go. We just triggered the detection, and there it is.
Nope.
All right, so nice little basement
the
looting
armor.
here. Always make note of things that give you nuts and bolts. There are certain mechanical devices like toolkits. Ooh, toilets always give you bacon. Bacon is for gas traps. Oh, we're gonna stay away from the. We're gonna stay away from the. All of the pirate and love quests and stuff. I've decided that for the purposes of this video, for this series, I'm gonna stay away from all of the events, because I want this to be a guide that is really helps people no matter what event they're in. So I'm going to stick to, you know, regular stuff only. So pretending that, you know, there is no event available, even though there's 2 events. We got the Love Storm available right now, we got the Pirate event available right now. We're going to pretend that we don't have any events available, so that no matter who uses this video in the future, it's going to help them, no matter what their situation is, because we want this to essentially create a really positive new player experience. We want new players to come into this game and really know how to become a good player, how to do what's required of them, how to improve and become, you know, effective as a solo player without any help, how they can solo all the missions, you know, regardless of their situation. You know, we want to give them things to work on, give all the new players every tool necessary to advance and to succeed. So as you can see, we basically just ran through this house and looted everything. We're just looting all of, you know, whatever we can get our hands on right now. We have 10 minutes left. We've already rescued 4 of the survivors, so we're on track. We're doing really, really good.
We just got popular. Nope.
So there's a nice little trick. If you want to actually get through a window, you can put a pyramid and you can actually walk through the window. It's a pretty slick little trick I actually learned in Battle Royale.
Let's see. Ammo, yes.
Survivor in danger.
I'm under attack. Hurry! Keep the line moving.
They've got me surrounded.
Grenade out.
Wow!
So, as you can see, this one here, these are pretty easy defenses. Whenever you hear a survivor call out for help saying, "Oh my gosh, help me," you gotta run over there really, really quick, because that usually means that you've triggered an encounter, and if you don't if you don't get over there right away, they might end up getting killed when you're away from them. Now, this has been improved a lot over the course of the game. You have to get a lot closer before triggering these events, so it's harder to accidentally get survivors killed. But it's still something to me to be aware of. When you hear the auditory cue saying, "Hey, help me," that means, you know, they're close and you got to get over there quick. Otherwise, something bad could happen that you don't want.
Amazing.
Another.
As you can see, I'm really trying to focus on my headshots, especially on weapons that I know I can. A headshot is a one-shot kill. That way, I can actually make my ammo go further. But more than that, I can make the weapon go further, because I've got these interesting green and blue weapons. They're you know, pretty strong. They're very effective weapons. They're much more effective than the other weapons in my arsenal. I would like to use them for as long as possible.
Wait for it.
Okay, so we're gonna see about switching it up here. Okay, so I have some copper. I have enough to make some of these weapons, but we're not going to do that. We're going to save that. And we're going to make some really, really easy to craft weapons. We're going to stick with the basic junk. See, this one, even this one costs more, much more. So we're going to stick with the handmade stuff. The handmade is trash, but the handmade is really cheap. Really, really cheap. So I'm going to make 3 of these weapons.
Oh, deadly.
I'm going to put this in my line 1. Put that in my line 2. And the rocket in my line 3. And I'm going to try to focus on using this gun more than the other guns, just because I want to conserve my resources. I don't want to run out of resources, and I don't want to do a ton of farming if I can help it. I would like to, you know, the most efficient use of my time possible. So as you can see, we already rescued all 6 survivors. After this, you have bonus survivors. If you rescue more than is required of you, what ends up happening is you end up getting more XP. You end up getting better rewards. So if we see more, we can jump in there and actually take advantage of that. Or we can just focus on farming and make sure that our resources are prepared for future matches, which is what we're doing. We're not really concerned with we're not really concerned with the with getting bonus objectives. Our goal is to beat each mission as fast as possible and get as much benefit as we can, so we don't have any downtime. We want to progress through the game as efficiently and as effectively as we can, and showcase all of the, you know, all of the things that are going to cause new players to have hang-ups. Any opportunity you get to harvest the cars, especially if you see cars, you should almost always harvest those cars. One, because they are an excellent source of, well, the most important is the nuts and bolts, right? The nuts and bolts is the thing that you're going to need more than anything. You need it for a lot of traps. You need it for your ammunition.
Here it comes. 30 seconds left.
Wonder if we can get that last guy. How close are we? Oh, he's way away. Never mind, forget him. So we had the med kit that we never delivered back to that guy, but we're not even going to worry about it. We got our bonus survivor, or our quest completion. It's more important for us to get as many resources as we can. So this is twofold. You get nuts and bolts, mechanical parts,
heroic.
And you get metal. And metal is the most powerful resource in the game for, you know, defending walls. So we want to make sure that we have as much as, you know, it's a win-win. Get metal, have stronger bases. Get nuts and bolts, have better guns, more bullets.
That storm was aiming for those people. That can't be right, can it?
We're looking for someone who might know. If you pick up any broadcasts up there, send them my way.
Mission Defender, 1 of 3. Nice. So we have a defender. Storm Shield Defender. Extra loadout for your hero.
Hey, Commander, I was letting some samples process and practicing my sweeping arpeggios, and then it hit me. Amplifiers! With that shield of yours, you don't always need more power, you just need bigger speakers, metaphorically speaking. Attach an amplifier to that shield of yours, crank up the gain, little signal reverb, you'll be blasting into the bleachers in no time.
Okay, I see what you're saying. It sounds a little dangerous.
Only if you think about it.
Ranger wants to talk to you about new defenders. Sweet. All right, let's go to the Commander tab. Commander, your defenders are ready for duty. Excellent. Select heroes. Defenders can now be upgraded. Inspect a defender and try it. Oh, nice. We have a new defender tab down here. All right, cool. What do we got here? Okay, so we've got a rifleman. Increases the weapon lifespan so they don't burn out your weapons as fast. Shield regeneration, that's kind of pointless. Just a garbage character. Rifleman trainee. Sword damage by 15%. Basic bruiser, okay. Oh wow, he's got a lot of health. He's power level 5. So this guy's obviously the better choice. We might actually end up pumping him up and using him to help us in the campaign. The thing to note about defenders is that they eat up a lot of ammo and a lot of guns. So you need to be well supplied if you want to utilize those on the regular. So it looks like we did skirmish or edge here. That's interesting. We got him for unlocking the mission. So let's go take a look at that. Fascinating. Now I think I think we might have actually achieved this ninja doing one of the pirate events. I think that we're going to avoid him. We're not going to use him. Yeah, we're going to stick to basic classic set stuff, things that we can guarantee get. So I'm going to avoid this character. We're not going to use him, even though he's a lot better. I'm pretty sure I got him from a llama. I don't remember getting him from a quest. So we'll just skip that. We're looking at the hero quest down here, though. These are really important. Got the copper light minigun, or machine gun. We've got the copper great axe. We've got shock specialist AC. And we've got the copper shadow blade. All right, cool. Oh no, we did actually earn him. Okay, no. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Skirmisher Edge. We actually did, completed the eliminate 20 husks in successful missions with a melee weapon, and we earned Skirmisher Edge from our main quest page. That's interesting. I was wondering where I got him. I didn't remember seeing that one. So we did this inadvertently just by fighting with melee weapons. As soon as we activated this quest, this one was available. So we actually have a purple ninja. How cool is that? That's amazing. So we need to fully explore a 3+ zone in a successful mission, and we're going to actually unlock Shock Specialist AC as well. So we're going to do that one in the next one as well. We need to do a full circle around the outside of the map, and that will do it will count as a fully explored. We'll show you that in the next match. Okay, so this is the one that we're going to be working on next, is complete home base storm shield defense 4. Fascinating. Wow, so we got a purple ninja. Dude, look at that. Skirmisher Edge. Let's go take another look at him. We'll see what we're working with here. So this guy is significantly more powerful than their current at level 1, he's already power level 15. Rescue Trooper Ramirez, she has frag grenade. And he's going to have hopefully much better skills. So he decreases the cost of throwing stars energy by 33%. So cheap throwing stars, which could be okay. We might be able to utilize that properly. The nice thing about the ninja is that throwing stars will save us a lot of it'll save us a lot of ammo, which can save us a lot of farming. So we're definitely going to keep this in mind. I wonder if I can level him all the way up to 10. Okay, we're not quite there, but we're pretty strong, and he's significantly stronger physically. He's got 654 health and 551 shields compared to Ramirez, who actually is stronger. Ramirez is still the stronger character. Interesting. Fascinating. But he's got more shields. She's got more health. And shields are in a lot of ways better because they regenerate. So we will actually probably have an advantage using the throwing stars. So the cooldown is 10 seconds on a throwing star. The cooldown on a frag grenade is 25 seconds. So 184 energy compared to 155. So yeah, they're very comparable, except that this one will usually only hit one target, and you have to aim it a lot better. So it's a lot harder to use than a frag grenade. Then we have Base Kyle. Base Kyle has a 15-second cooldown on his charge, and his charge can do a bunch of damage to a pile of enemies. So potentially very, very powerful with not a terrible cooldown. So all of these characters are really effective. You kind of need to figure out which one works best for you. I'm kind of leaning towards this guy because of the 10-second cooldown. I think I'll be able to save a lot of ammo using the throwing stars to actually clear out enemies. So we're going to, we'll go like this. We're going to go to the hero loadout. You've expanded your support team slot to give the commander another perk and better stats. Okay, so we're going to add a support member. We're just going to add him. And the reason that we want to do that is because the more characters you add to your support team, the more damage, the more health and shields your main character is going to have. It takes about 8% of their health and shields and adds it to your main character. So support teams power up your main character, even if their skills have nothing to do with your skill set. In addition, we can add a gadget here. We forgot to add the adrenaline rush, so now we can actually heal ourselves. That's a really, really big advantage. And we're going to go and create another hero loadout. So we're going to switch this over to him. And we're going to add the other two into the support slots. And use the gadget. There we go. And then we're going to go... So we have two different loadouts right now. We have Ramirez and we have our Skirmisher Edge. So now we can pick between whichever one we want to use. If we want to try some different strategies, we can switch really, really quickly to whichever one we prefer. So hero loadouts are wonderful, just absolutely wonderful. Eventually we're going to get 5 loadouts, which is much, much better. Okay, so we also have the defender post that we earned for unlocking the defenders. This requires 1 bacon, which again, bacon is for gas traps and defender posts, very valuable. It requires duct tape, and planks is easy. Nuts and bolts can be a little annoying, but it's not cheap, right? 8 is 8. So you're going to be a little bit, you don't want to use these willy-nilly. You want to use them only if you actually need them. And you have to also keep in mind that your defender is going to use your weapons and burn up your resources. Okay, so end video.